Okay, right, let's have a final review of what we've done today. So what was our new phonogram? Okay, and what two letters make the sound k today?
CK.
Good. And where is it placed in a word?
At the end of a word.
At an end of the word. And we had a tricky rule. What was the rule when we hear the sound k?
There's a short vowel in front of it in a single syllable word.
That's right. So we spell k, the sound k.
CK at the end of a word. And prior to that, there's a short vowel in a single syllable word.
That's great, well done. And what was our key word for k today?
Duck.
Duck. And is that voiced or unvoiced?
Unvoiced.
Brilliant, thank you. Okay, right, let's start with our old review. So this is from 2 lessons ago. Now, from our lesson 2 lessons ago, we looked at the phoneme sh. You say the phoneme?
Sh.
What 2 letters make that sound?
S and H.
And what was our key word?
Ship.
Good. And does that go at the beginning, middle, or the end of a word?
Beginning and the end.
Good. And what rule, what pattern was it?
An H brother.
It was an H brother, wasn't it? Because 2 consonants combine to make a different sound. So that's our sh pattern there. So let's start writing some of this down then. So what was our phoneme?
Sh.
Good.
S H.
Good. And what was our key word?
It was ship. Sh. It. P.
Good. And the placement?
It was at the beginning and at the end.
And what pattern was it?
It was H brother.
Good. Now, look this way. When we spoke about the mouth pattern, we mentioned whether it was voiced or unvoiced. Is sh voiced or unvoiced?
Shh. Unvoiced.
Unvoiced, right. Okay, now we're going to look at some of the spellings. So I want you to write the spellings in the 4 boxes going across. Now the first word I want you to spell is shop. Say the word.
Shop.
Now spell the word shop.
Sh. O. P.
Can you see the 2 letters that make the sound sh as in our brothers?
Sh.
Underline those, good job.
H.
The second word is dish. Say the word.
Dish.
Write the word.
D. I. Sh. Dish.
Good. The third word is mash. I love mashed potato. Say the word.
Mash.
Mash.
Sh. Mash.
Okay, and our last word is a nonsense word, and I want you to write the word lish.
Lish. O. I. Sh. Lish.
Good job. All right. Let's move on to last lesson. So this is our new review. And can you remember the phoneme we did at our new review or our last lesson? Do you remember the phoneme? Or do you want me to remember? No, it was A.
A.
A. And what 2 letters make the sound A?
A-Y.
A-Y. Good. Now, when we do A-Y, if you can write that in there as the phoneme, what was our key word?
Day.
Day.
D. A-Y. Day.
And does the A, A-Y go at the beginning, middle, or the end of a word?
The end.
End of a word. Okay, we spoke about the kind of pattern it was, and we referred to our clover. So remember with our clover, this was our visual for it, and we've already looked at closed and open syllables. Can you remind me what a syllable was? It was a word or a word part with
at least 1 vowel.
With at least 1 vowel sound. Okay, so what was our key word for our closed syllable?
Get.
And our key word for our open syllable?
Go.
Go. And what type of sound was our vowel making in our open syllable?
Its letter name.
The letter name O. Brilliant. And we said it went in the V. Can you remember what the V stood for on our clover?
Vowel. Vowel team.
Vowel team. Well remembered. So with the pattern there, could you write there VT for vowel-ting? Okay. Was it voiced or unvoiced?
It's voiced.
Good. Alright, we're going to read a few of these. Put that down here. I want you to read across the page there, please.
Say, ray, may, way, day, play, hay, bay.
Good, well done. You didn't even need to use your fingers on that one, so well done. Now we're going to go and spell some. So when you're spelling them, what type of A are we going to use? What's our pattern that we're focusing on?
A-Y.
Good. And what's another way of making the sound A? If you think about how we got on our...
In an open syllable.
In our open syllable. So these are all going to be closed syllable. We're going to be using the A-Y. So the first word I would like you to spell there is the word lay. Say it.
Lay.
Finger tap it first.
L-A-Y. Lay. L-A. Lay.
L-A. Lay.
Lay.
Okay.
L-A. Lay.
Okay. Now when you finger tap, you can go L-A. There's two sounds there. L-A. But I can see you're putting two fingers there to represent the two letters. But do what, maybe just do L-A so you can focus on the sound. In the next box, write the word fay.
Fay. A.
Sound it out as you're writing it.
F-A. Fay.
Fay and underline it. Well done. The next word is a nonsense word. Nay.
Nay. N-A.
Perfect.
Nay. N-A. Nay.
Great. And our last word there is play.
Play.
Good. Finger tap.
P-L-A. Play. P-L-A. Play.
Okay, just check you got the two letters there, the two letters being...
P and L.
And whereabouts in the word are they going? The beginning, middle or end?
The P and the L.
No, the
A at the end.
at the end of the word. Good job. Okay, let's move that over here. And we're moving on to our visual drill now. So remember with our visual drill, okay, carefully look at these graphs and these graphings, and I want you to say all the sounds that you know represented by these graphings. So the first one being
S. V.
So watch me. So where are your teeth when you make that sound?
Hitting my bottom lip.
Which teeth are your
Top teeth.
top
middle teeth.
And there's a vibration there. So one more time. And what was our key word for
Vase.
vase? And what's the letter name?
V.
Good job.
D. O.
Perfect. Whoops.
T.
Good job. What was our key word for t?
Tray.
Train. Before that, remember we used that with our AY. It's tin.
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 Good.
Good job.
E and E.
Well done.
Kisk.
You had trouble with that last time. Remember it. What happens to your mouth? What can you feel your tongue do when you make that sound? What happens to your mouth, the shape of your mouth?
Closes.
It closes, doesn't it? And the air sort of pushes through. And what was our key word for that sound?
Box.
Box. And where does it go?
At the end.
At the end of a word. Good.
Ah.
Ah.
Z.
Good job.
Er.
Well done, you've improved that one.
Yup.
Yep.
A and A.
Good.
B. O and O.
Well done, remembering those sounds.
W. A.
A. Tell me about this A. What's special about this A?
It's a vowel team.
It's a vowel team. Well done. And does it go at the beginning, middle, or end of a word?
End.
Brilliant.
D.
Well done. And our keyword was?
Box.
Yeah. Let's put that one down this time.
It. Or I.
Okay, we'll come back to those ones.
V.
Well done.
V.
Like vacuuming. Can you feel the difference on that one? And what was our keyword for? Swimming.
Fish.
Fish. Well done.
H. K. J. K. Sh.
And this was from our review earlier, wasn't
H
it?
brothers.
H brothers. And what was our keyword?
Ship.
Shit, good. Now, I've picked out the vowels. So for some of these, you only said the short vowel. And remember that we know from our clover, when we looked at the open syllables, that it can say its name. So this time I would like you to say its long sound or its open sound for those vowels.
E.
E.
U.
Good.
A.
Good.
O.
Great.
I.
Okay, well done. Alright, let's pick up these and we're moving on. We're going to go on to the auditory drill this time. And the idea with the auditory drill is that I'm going to say the sound and I want you to work across the box writing the sound. I want you to repeat the sound and then say what letter it is as well. It's letter name. Let's shuffle them up in a different order. Here's your favourite one first. Whoops, I'm not meant to be showing you those.
V.
Good.
F.
Good. Now just to remind you, if I say a sound and you know other ways of spelling that sound, if there's a multiple way, write both, as many as you know down.
H.
Lovely.
K. C or CK?
Oh, you know that one. Okay, or C or a K. Well done. J.
J.
Good.
J. J.
Well done.
Sh. Sh. SH.
Good.
E. E. S.
N.
N.
I.
I. I.
D.
D. D.
Sound.
U.
Good, well done. L.
O. L. T. T.
Just
T.
well done.
T.
G.
G. G.
Z.
Z. Z.
Brilliant. R.
R.
Y.
Y. Y.
B.
B. B.
A.
A.
W.
W. W.
A.
Y.
Good. Well done. Both sounds you can put in there.
And A.
And A. And what type of syllable would that be? A. Think
A
about
vowel team.
No, think about it. Just the A on its own. The A on its own would be a
Open syllable.
and the AY, you're right, would be a vowel T. Good job. D.
D. D. X.
Where does that come? Beginning, middle, or end?
End.
End of a word. Well done.
M.
O.
O. O.
Well done. Good job. Okay, you've filled up half of that one. We're going to go on to the blending drill there. So give your fingers a wiggle. Let's hope they're in the right order. Oh, it's hot. Okay, so we've done the auditory, and now we're going on to the blending. Now, just to remind you, when we do the blending, we say the sound, so tap, 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 and blend it underneath. Let's see how you go.
Ish. Vish.
Good, that was a hard one to start with, wasn't it?
Ish. Fish.
Well done for changing the mouth placement on that one, that was a tricky one.
Ish. Hish.
Brilliant.
Hen.
What's a hen?
Male chicken.
Is it a male chicken?
Female chicken.
Okay.
Hin.
Brilliant.
Kin. Kid.
What's a kid? A baby?
Goat.
Oh, well done.
Jid. Kid.
That's not really a fair one, so I'll change this one, and when we come to that later on, you'll
That's
know
when
why.
it's a k.
Yeah? Okay, try this one.
Sid.
Good.
Sud. Sut.
Good blending.
Lat. Lat. Get.
Is that a closed or an open syllable?
It's a closed one.
Okay, what would it say now?
Gay.
Gay, well done.
Gab. Gay.
Why did I put my hand over this card?
Because this comes at the end of a word.
That's right, so that wouldn't be fair to give you that. Let's keep this one.
Say.
Say the first sound here. Zay. Vibration on that one.
Zob.
Good.
Rob.
Real or nonsense word?
Real.
Real word.
Rod. Yod.
Good.
Yod.
Real or nonsense word?
Nonsense. Yox.
Yes, get that sound. Yox. Better.
Wox. Wom.
Wom. And if I put my hand there?
Woe.
Wow, good job. Okay, that's all of them. That's good timing. Okay, put that to the side. Okay, right. This is where we move on to the intro. We're going to introduce a new phoneme. Now, our new phoneme today is going to be this one here. And this one, the C and the K, makes the sound K. You say K.
K.
Not K, just K.
K.
K. And the line means that it's going to come at the end of a word. So say that for me, please.
The line means it's going to come at the end of a word.
And what's the sound?
K.
Now I'd like you to write it 3 times on our bumpy mat. So you're going to write the C and the K and say the sound at the same time. So 3 times.
K.
Good. Keep going 3 times.
K. K.
Now, what did you feel your shape of your mouth? What was your mouth doing when you said k?
K. Rounding.
Rounding. K. And what happened to your tongue?
K. Dropped.
It dropped where? To the roof of your mouth?
No, to lower to my throat.
Okay, well done. So, k. So your mouth is open or closed when you say k?
K. Open.
Okay, well done. Okay, and where did we say the placement was for k?
At the end of a word.
At the end of the word. Right. Okay, I'd like you to write that. If we turn over on here, in fact, let's write it in here. Let's get the phonogram in here. So what's the...
K. C and K.
And what's our key word? We haven't discussed our key word. What could our key word be?
Duck.
Okay.
D. K.
And where does it come?
Duck. At the end.
At the end. Okay, right, stop there. Because we need to know where to actually write this. This is going to be a spelling rule. Okay, and on our spelling rule, we know that you spell words with the sound k. When you hear the sound k, you spell the word CK at the end of a one-syllable word after one short vowel before the k sound. Okay, so say that for me. You spell the words CK when you hear the k after the one short vowel in a one-syllable word.
Okay.
Can you say that again? You spell word
CK when it's got...
you hear the sound.
When you hear the sound of the vowel sound of a single syllable word.
Okay, let's do that again. So I'm going to say it one more time. So we're going to, when we hear the sound k, we spell it CK when you hear the k after one short vowel in a one-syllable word. So go again.
Okay, so we spell the word...
We use the spelling
CK
when you hear
k in a word with one single vowel sound.
one single short
vowel sound
in a
one-syllable word.
Okay, we'll revise that in a minute because that's quite tricky because that's all new to us.
Yeah.
Okay, now to help us remember this, we've got this, we call this the soldier rule. So here we can see that we've got a short vowel. So we can have, as you said, duck. We've got the short vowel up.
Yeah.
And then because we can hear the short sound, the short vowel sound, and it's a one-syllable word, we hear the k, we're going to spell it with a C and our K. Now our C acts as a soldier because our C protects the short vowel from the big K at the end. Okay, so just remind me then, we spell words with a C and a K when we hear
K at the end of one short vowel in a one-syllable word.
Yeah, so well done. So it's after one short vowel in a
one-syllable word.
Okay, right, well done. All new to us today, so you're doing well. So let's finish that off then. So what's the rule?
So it's a soldier rule.
You can just put SR for that. Now we've mentioned what our mouth is doing, and we even mentioned the tongue. Is it going to be voiced or unvoiced sound?
K.
Not k, just k, k, k.
Unvoiced.
Unvoiced, well done. So what two letters are we focusing on to make the k sound?
C and K.
Well done. And they're going to be written after a short vowel sound
in a single syllable word.
Okay, right, let's read these through then.
Lock, back, sick, neck.
Okay, stop there. So in lock, what's the short vowel sound?
O.
And is the O directly before the k sound? Lock,
Yeah.
ok. Okay,
Yes.
read these again.
Lock, back, sick, neck, duck, deck, pick, pack.
Okay, well done. All right, let's write these down again here. So in the box here, I'd like you to, again, just before you write it, just listen. I want you to write CK, but say k as you write it 3 times. K, k,
k, k, k,
Okay, well done. And what two letters make that sound?
ck,
And where do they come? At the beginning, middle, or end of a word?
end.
Good. And it's when you hear a what type of vowel sound?
Short vowel sound.
Short vowel sound, well done. We're going to do spellings on this side, but before you do your spellings, I want you to listen to me, repeat the word, and let's finger tap them. Okay, so the first word here is lick. Hang on, stop. Say the word first.
Lick.
Okay, fingers tap.
Lick. Lick.
Lick. Lick.
Lick.
Okay, let's write it here. Say the sounds as you write it.
Lick.
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 Well done. Just check it. Has it got the phoneme that we're looking at?
Yes.
What two letters are they?
CK.
Okay, the second word I'd like you to spell is rack.
Rack. Rack. Rack. Rack. Rack.
Good. And the next word is wick. Wick. Say the word.
Wick.
Tap the word.
Wick. 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 Wick.
Wick. Well done. And the final word here is suck.
Suck. Suck. Suck. Suck. Suck.
Well done. And what sound are we focusing on there in those words? What do they all have in common? What sound?
K.
And how else could we get the sound k? You mentioned it earlier in your
C and K.
C and a K, so there's three ways. So when we review them next time, instead of writing two ways, you're going to write three ways every time we do that. Okay, let's practice our spelling then. So I'm going to say a sentence. I want you to repeat the sentence back at me, and then put every word on one of your fingers, and I'll demonstrate that. So the first sentence is, Faye hid the rock in the sack. Say it.
Faye hid the rock in the sack.
Okay, put each word on a finger.
Faye hid the rock in the sack.
Okay, you can do it on each hand, same hand. So Faye hid the rock in the sack.
Faye hid the rock in the sack.
Okay, away you go. Now we did 7 words in a sentence last time. Say the
Faye hid the rock in the sack.
Now can you see the k sound we've been focusing on there?
Yes.
What word is it?
Rock and sack.
Can you see the A sound, what we used last lesson?
Faye.
Well done. Okay. What I want you to do, in fact, is using the highlighter. Can you highlight the C and the K in that sentence, please?
Rock. Sack.
Good. Okay. Thank you. Right. Let's think about our COPs, our little visual. Have you started your sentence with a capital letter?
Yes.
Okay. Have you put an end mark at the end of your sentence?
Yes.
Does your writing look organised? Is there spaces between the words?
Yes.
Does it make sense? Can you read it back to me?
Faye hid the rock in the sack.
Have you spelled all those words correctly?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Number 2. The dog did not play.
The dog did not play. The dog did not play.
Good. How many words have we got in that sentence?
5.
Okay, let's write it down then. Well done. Read it back to me.
The dog did not play.
Have you used a capital letter?
Yes.
Does the writing look organised? Is there spaces between? Can
Yes.
you read it?
Yes.
Have you used an end mark?
Yes.
Do all the words look as though they've been spelt correctly?
Yes.
Good. Okay, our third one is extending you a little bit because you've got more words to remember. The sentence is, the cat hid at the back of the shop. Say it back to me.
The cat hid at the back of the shop.
Right, put it on your fingers.
The cat hid at the back of the shop.
Okay, now the most letters we've done in a sentence is 8, so it's one longer in this time. Just say it one more time.
The cat hid in the back of the shop.
Now I want you to say it one more time because it's not in the back of the shop, it's at the back of the shop.
The cat hid at the back of the shop.
Okay, have a go and I'll help you if you get stuck.
The cat hid at the back of the shop.
Okay, capital letters.
Yes.
Does the writing look organised?
Yes.
Gaps,
Yes.
spaces, and an end mark.
Yes.
Well done. Have you spelled all the words correctly?
Yes.
Can you highlight the k sound in that sentence, please? And what's the word?
Back.
Back. And what's the 2 letters that make the sound k?
CK.
And is it at the beginning, middle, or the end of the word?
The end.
Well done. Okay. Right. That will be our. We'll review that next time. That's going to be our new review for next time. So see if you can remember the C and K. So let's just have a quick think about it now. What sound does a C and a K make? K. And whereabouts in the word is it? The beginning, middle, end?
End.
What's our key word?
Duck.
Well done. Is it voiced or unvoiced?
Duck. It's voiced.
Okay, not the duck, the k sound.
K. Unvoiced.
It's unvoiced, well done. And what else did we need to remember there? Oh yeah, what type of rule was it?
It's a soldier rule.
Good, well done. Remember it was a soldier rule. And what did our soldier rule tell us? That we spell words with a C and a K when we hear the C and the K straight after a...
Short vowel sound in a 1-syllable word.
That's really good. Well done, well done. Okay, let's move on to our reading now so we can do that part of our lesson today. Now, what I'd like you to do is read this along here, please.
Rick had a cat on the grey rock. Rick fed his cat on the grey rock.
Okay, I like the way you're using your 2 fingers, but I want you to run it through smoothly this time.
Rick had a cat on the grey rock. Rick fed his cat on the grey rock. The cat is sick and has bad luck. The cat went to the vet and got a shot. Rick had to pay the vet. Today the cat is not sick and is on the grey rock.
That's good reading. Okay, I want to read it one more time, and every time you see a full stop, just pause a little bit longer there to get the meaning.
Rick had a cat on the grey rock. Rick fed his cat on the grey rock. The cat is sick and has bad luck. The cat went to the vet and got a shot. Rick had to pay the vet. Today the cat is not sick and is on the grey rock.
Very good, well done. Okay, let's put that there. I'll leave that there in case you want to refer to it, but we're going to look at some comprehension now. Let's see if you've got the meaning to that reading as well. Now we're going to fill in the blanks of these sentences. Before we fill them in, we're going to read the options that could fill in these sentences. So if you read them across here.
Rock, back, luck, Rick, sick, tack.
And why do you think Rick has started with a capital letter?
It's the name of a
It's
person.
the name of a person, good job. Right, number 1, let's read it through.
Rick had a cat on the grey rock.
Okay, pick up your pen then and write. Okay, number 2.
The cat is sick and has bad luck.
Right, write that in there.
Rick had to pay the vet.
And we're going to use a capital letter there. Right, well done. Okay. I'm going to ask you these questions here now, the literal questions here. So, what colour is the rock?
Grey.
Grey. You don't need to write this one down. Why did Rick have to pay the vet?
Because the cat got a shot.
And what's a shot?
A needle.
A needle, good. How did the cat have bad luck?
He was sick.
He was sick and that's why he had to have the
Shot.
shot. Do you feel people should keep their cats inside or allow them to wander outside?
Keep them inside.
Because?
To protect them and also other animals.
Oh.
Native animals.
Very good, good answer. What is a vet?
Somebody who looks after animals.
And what sort of jobs does a vet do? How does he look after animals or she look after animals?
Gives them needles, vaccinations, operates, cut their nails, looks after them when they're sick.
Good. Okay, so that really now concludes our new phonogram for today. So I'm just going to recap those. Before we recap them, I want you to grab the rice and write our new phonogram 3 times in the rice and say the sound.
K. K. K.
Well done. And where does that go, that sound?
The end of a word.
Good. And is it voiced or unvoiced?
Unvoiced.
Good. And what was our key word for that one?
Dark.
Good. All right, well done. All right, last section, we're going to go on to our red words now. Okay, now we're going to introduce a new red word today, and it's the word was. Say the word was.
Was.
Okay, on our card, can you trace the word was 3 times and say it as you're tracing it?
Was.
Okay, this time I'll just trace the W and say W-A-S, was.
W-A-S, was.
And again?
W-A-S, was. W-A-S, was.
Good. And how do we spell was?
W-A-S.
Well done. And can you put was into a sentence and I'll write it back on our card so we have it for next time.
It was a hot day.
It was a hot day. And how do we spell was?
W-A-S.
And write it on that bumpy surface for me, please.
W-A-S, was.
Okay, now remember when we do our arm taps? So W-A-S, was. 3 times.
W-A-S, was. W-A-S, was. W-A-S, was.
Good. Right, we write our red words in red pen. So just here, in fact I'll give you a card and use the red pen here. I want you to write was 3 times on our card and say the letters as you write it.
W-A-S, was. W-A-S, was. W-A-S, was.
Can you remember the sentence you just given me?
It was a hot day.
Good. Right, pen it on. Okay, let's put that in our pack and let's add it to our red words. We've taken a couple of red words out that you know now. So what was this one?
Does.
Does.
2.
2. Put 2 in a sentence.
There were 2 boys at the shop.
Good.
Done.
And
Was.
how do we spell was?
W-A-S.
Was.
Was.
Good. Okay, now pick up your red pen again. This one, that one's fine. Do this one here. And I'm going to ask you to spell them and I want you to write them across like we usually do. The first word is does. Does anyone?
D-O-E-S. Does.
Does. Good job. Okay. Does it look right?
Yes.
Right. 2. I have 2 pints of milk. 2.
TWO. 2.
Check it. Done. We're nearly done.
Done. DONE. Done.
Done. And our last one, and our new one, is was. It was a hot day.
Was. WAS.
Good job. Okay, I think that concludes our lesson for today. Thank you.